Alright guys, so this video is going to be about putting together the Euro bumpers for my E30 with the Mtech body kit. I'm gonna kind of be making this video just about the Euro bumpers. I'm gonna have my body kit in the video on the bumpers because it's a lot easier for me to just mount the kit onto it, but I'll tell you guys when to disregard information if it only involves the Mtech kit. Because not every part is the same to put these bumpers together if you have a kit or no kit. So I'm going to show you guys kind of what to do if you're just doing the Euro bumpers. And then you can watch my other video if you're trying to put together an Mtechnic 1 body kit onto your Euro bumpers or Alpina or whatever, you know. So let's get into it. So the first thing I did was lay out all of my parts. You can see I have my chrome parts here, and then I have my trim pieces over here for the front and rear bumper. Then I got just the pieces for the front bumper. What we're going to do is put together the chrome pieces for the front bumper, then for the rear bumper. Then I'll put any trim pieces on that we need to put on. And yeah. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get these 4 bolts and these nuts. Then get your 2 chrome end pieces and your front chrome bumper, the big piece. Then you're going to want to line up the square holes on the end piece and the big bumper. Take one of those bolts and push it through. So after you get the first bolt and nut through there, there's going to be a second bolt and nut on the front of it that you need to get through. You might have to trim the large bumper square hole in order to get the pieces to align and fit together properly. That's what I had to do on both sides and on both square holes on the top and the bottom. After you do that though, you're going to put this clip piece behind the cover. So I'll show you on the other side, this open groove, you're going to put the clip piece into that. Then you're going to take your cover, put it over the top of the bumper. Then get the little screw. It's a little itty bitty screw. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. This is the screw. You can see it's really small. You're going to put it through the cover into the clip and tighten it. So this is the cover. You can see it goes over like that. Then you would put the bolt in through there into the clip and tighten it. So now I have both sides together, and I'm going to show you guys some clips that you have to put onto the end chrome pieces in order to put it onto the car. These black clips right here, you're going to have to put it onto the end of the chrome piece right there where that little bracket is on both sides. And you want the black part to be facing towards the fender, and that will allow you to bolt that end onto the fender, and you're going to put that on both sides. So now we're going to put together the rear bumper. I already put together this side, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it on the other side. Alright, so to put the rear bumper together, it's going to be pretty much the same thing as the front bumper, but I'm going to try to show you guys a little bit more so I can put them together. So I'm going to take a video. So let me move this out the way, right? So on this piece, you can see that it has a hole here and a square hole here. Now, you're going to put it, there's going to be a square hole here and a square hole here as well. You can see this one. Line it up with those. And on the bolt itself, you can see the top is square as well. And that's so that when you put it into the bumper, it'll lock. You know? So like that, line it up, put it in there, take your nut, and put the nut on. Just like that. Then the same exact thing with the bottom one. But on this bumper, your clip actually has to go on the square bolt as well. You can see that this is square too. You're gonna take this, put it on, right? And it'll curve in the same direction as the bumper. You can see that both of them have two different curves, the two clips. So the one for each side will curve in that direction. I'm gonna put it here. Okay. Got that. And put the bolt. Or do we just put the bolt? And then put the nut. Then you want to tighten them up. For the top one, you can just use this, but for the bottom one, you're gonna need like a 2-inch extension or so. Push the bumper in and then tighten, like so. Then take this off, just the top, push in and tighten. And you're gonna do that on both sides. I'm gonna do the other side and then I'm gonna start recording again. So then, just like the front bumper, you're gonna get these two black clips and they're gonna go there on both sides. Alright, so I have my Mtech 1 balance mounted on, but I'm gonna show you guys how to put together the rest of the stuff. I'm not actually gonna put it on, but I'm just gonna show you how to. I have to wait for some Mtech bolts to come in, because instead of using these clips, you use bolts if you are putting on a body kit. So first thing you're gonna wanna do, grab the end pieces. Grab 2 of these big clips, not the small ones. You will not use any small ones on the front bumper. All of the small ones are for the rear bumper. And slide it in there like that. Get another one, slide it into the other side. Then there's gonna be a clip here, a clip hole here, and a clip hole like around here. And you just wanna, oh, this is on for the other side, sorry. So, but same thing, there's a clip hole there, and then there'll be a clip hole like around here, and you would put this on and just press it on and it'll clip in, and these are locking, so once it goes in, it'll lock. Those will expand on the side and lock it in. Then after you put those on, same exact thing, you're gonna take the front Euro plate piece and grab 2 more clips. One here, one here, and then there's this hole thing. You're gonna line it up with this hole, put it in like so, and then push that on and clip it in. Okay, so also, in addition to the clip here and here on the Euro plate, after you put it in, one clip is gonna go here in this square hole and one here in this square hole. Clip hole is behind this piece and behind this piece. Then for these, you're gonna take this, set it in here. The connecting piece will be facing towards the bumper like that, if that makes sense. So that's how you know which side is for which side. And you'll see that this part has a like it's wider, and then this part is narrow, and then also the same thing on this part. It gets video just cut off there, but you're gonna take this piece, I'll show you guys on the other side, put it in here, right? It'll sit like that. Then you're gonna take 2 of these black screws, and there's holes right here and right here on the bumper. You're gonna put those little black screws through those holes like this, and they'll connect up to right here and right here on the turn signals. If you also want to change out your lens, I'm going to be changing out mine to clear. All you have to do is buy whatever color you want, black, clear, whatever, and take a screwdriver, take these off, these two screws, and then put your new lenses on and tighten them, and that's literally it. So, yep, that is how to put together the Euro bumpers. Finally, to mount these bumpers onto the car, you're gonna take the brackets, and I believe it faces up this way, where you can see, like, read classic Euro parts or CEP, and then it's gonna go into the car first. You're gonna mount it on that like the car. Take two of these bolts, one on each side. Then you're gonna put the bumper onto it like so. Then take one of these nuts and tighten it onto the bolt. Just keep tightening it onto the bumper. Then you want to do that on both sides. Then you can go from the inside and you'll be able to get this screw. You can see it's one of the long ones with the washer, and that will bolt onto the fender and then onto the bumper and hold those two pieces together. So that is how to completely put together the front Euro bumper. I'm going to show you guys the rear Euro bumper next and how to put that together. Alright guys, so to put the trim pieces onto the rear end, to the rear bumper, you're going to want to first put in your brackets. In order to fit the rear bumper onto the car, you're going to have to drill a hole into the sheet metal, about like 2-3 inches above one of the holes that's already there. So measure that. I'll try to include a picture of the area that you need to drill into. But in order to install your brackets, you're gonna take the 2 square bolts you have left over, like this, with one of the nuts. You would put the bolt in through this hole, attach. I have the bumper upside down, so you're gonna attach it here, and then take the nut and tighten it onto there for both sides. Then for the rear trim piece, you're gonna get all of these clips, and you can see there's slots all the way around the bumper, about 13 or 14 of them. And then on the trim piece, there's a slot for all of these pieces to go into. Like, you know, you would just put it in there like that. Bella, get down from there. Sorry. So you would take all of these trim pieces and put it all the way around, and then just pop it into there. Then for these end caps, there's 2 different styles. There's ones where they stick out, and then there's these ones. If you have these ones, you're supposed to drill 2 holes into the bumper for these, and then it would be these small screws on the top, and then these, these ones with the bolt heads on the bottom. I'm not going to drill any holes into it. So what you can do is take these clips and put them here, and then after you put the bumper onto the car, with those clips, you'll take one of your screws and just put it on to the car, like bolt it straight onto the car, and it won't really be attached to the bumper, but it'll just have the appearance of it. And that way you won't have to drill the 2 holes here. And that's about it. Like I said, if you're doing an Mtech kit or a body kit, you're gonna have to get the bolts It's gonna be like this where it goes into here, but it's gonna be bolt heads instead of clips. And then also it's the same setup where you put the bolt in here for the fender, one of the long ones. And that's it for this video. So if you want to see the Mtech kit be put on, tune into my next video, and hope you guys luck in putting your Euro bumpers on your car.